What's up, Brunswick County? This month on Brunswick Biz, we begin here in Charlotte at Yard Time, a unique new gym with an old school feel. And then we'll go to the SoundHouse, a new music venue that's working to promote singer-songwriters in our community. And then finally, we'll head to Leland to check out Sandalwood Shops, a new marketplace shopping experience with nearly 50 vendors. So stay with us. This is Brunswick Biz, connecting Brunswick County one business at a time. There's a unique new gym experience that's opened up right here in Charlotte. I spoke to Tina Talbert and Patrick McAlpine at Yard Time Body Correctional Facility. Tina, Patrick, thanks so much for letting us come and stop by Yard Time.
Of course, thanks for coming by.
Yeah, so Yard Time is a body correctional facility. Tell me what that is.
Well, I had a couple of siblings that served some time, and they have been doing really well. And I just wanted to name the gym after them because they have done so well. And then also, when you think about men when they get out of prison, how big and buff they are and everything, it's kind of a tribute to that.
Yeah, so it's a prison theme, which is very unique, and then you have pictures of inmates throughout the gym, and you even have lockers. Tell me where this came from. That's pretty cool.
They came from a police department in Conway, South Carolina.
Wow, that's pretty cool. Patrick, tell me what you do here at Yard Time.
So I am the personal trainer here, or also the correctional officer. And so I do one-on-one sessions, I teach classes, pretty much anything to where I can help people achieve their goals in the quickest and safest way possible. And because my big thing is efficiency and safety. So everyone gets frustrated when they don't see progress, or they want to do this or they want to do that, but if I can help them align everything they have to do and create a clear path, and then they can achieve their goals, everybody's happy.
Because Tina, of course, you own Yard Time, and
right.
You, along with your husband, operate it. And I know one of the big things is it's here in Charlotte, but this was not the original location. So tell me what you've gone through in the past several months.
Quite a bit. I opened up in Winnebago, and it took about 5 months to get the building ready, and finally got it open, and 2 weeks later, Hurricane Florence came around, and I had over 4 feet of swamp water in my gym, and it kind of broke our hearts, but we ended up here on higher ground, and it's a lot better location.
Yeah, it's so exciting to be here in Charlotte. Have another gym here for the folks that live in this area. So tell me what you have to offer, your equipment and things like that.
Well, it's pretty much a regular gym. It's got the cardio, it's got the weightlifting stuff, I've got some kickboxing type stuff, I've got a tanning booth and a sauna and daycare, and just the regular stuff really, except for the part about the prison theme.
Right, Patrick, tell me about what you offer for personal training.
So a personal training session is $35. It's about your average price, and that's for a whole hour. And we have different classes, and prices have varied for those. And it's different for non-members and members. And overall, it's just a really good experience for everybody involved.
Yeah, you even have an interrogation room.
Yeah, so our assessment room where, we go over individual goals is called our interrogation room. That's where I sit down with everybody, see where they're at, and figure out where they want to be, and find out how we can get them there.
How did y'all get started with fitness and that realm?
Personally, it started with wrestling for me. My second job is as an independent professional wrestler, and that job is all about, athleticism and aesthetics. You want to look the best, but you also want to be able to compete. So I started off at 140 pounds. I was 15 years old. Right now I'm 21. I'm 202 pounds. I'm in the best shape that I have been. And so I feel better internally and externally. And so just feeling good about myself, that's a feeling that I want everybody else to have, because there's a lot of people with insecurities and just health issues that really are easy fixes. It seems tough at first, but once you get on the right track, it's an easy solution.
Yeah, and Tina, how about you? How did you get involved with fitness? I mean, you're a busy woman.
I was a little overweight. I'm not going to say how much I weigh now, but like you did, but I was a little overweight. I was on blood pressure medicine, and I'm a nurse. I'm a jail nurse also on the weekends, but I just decided to get fit because my mother died and at an early age and all that, and I just decided, hey, I need to do something and I need to change, change the way I live. And I just got into fitness, and I've done a bodybuilder competition, got second place.
Nice. Nice. Yeah, it's so great that you're sharing that with the community here in Brunswick County. So who is Yard Time for? Like, is there a particular type of person, or is this
for me? I've seen quite a few young people in here, and also, young, older. It doesn't really matter what age you are. As long as you want to get fit, then come on.
Okay, so you have a network of support here.
Oh yeah.
What have people been saying that have been coming in here?
They love the old school type weightlifting. They really do. Yeah.
Yeah, and also you have this really cool vintage sauna. You're showing it to me. Tell me about that.
So, I think it's very relaxing, but when you get inside of it, it kind of closes over you, and you can it heats you up, and it also vibrates you. So it's a very cool vintage thing.
Yeah, Craigslist find of all things.
Right,
it's just so cool. Yeah, and also you have tanning. Right. As well, so tell me a little bit about that.
So I have a tanning booth, and it's unlimited monthly charge of $30.
Okay, and
not too bad.
Childcare as well.
I've got childcare, smoothies, coffee, T-shirts.
Yeah, and you also offer even food from Clean Eats, which is out of Wilmington. Tell me about that.
So Clean Eats, they started out in Wilmington, right across the street from the big boy gym that I used to go to, and they are bodybuilders that make clean food, and they pre-package it, and it's frozen, and you can just come by and pick it up. It's $8 a piece, and they are delicious. Everybody that's had them really loves them. They're packed with protein, and almost all of them are less than 500 calories.
Patrick, tell me about your experience working here.
So far it's been great. I've met a lot of great people, a lot of great individuals, and everybody that I've worked with is really excited to put in the work. It's nice having, like you said, like this vintage feel. It's not, whenever I go into a gym when I'm on the road, it's the same thing. I walk in, I see the same exact thing, but when I walk in here, I feel like I'm at home. It feels less like a commercial gym, and it feels more of a place where I'm comfortable and somewhere where I know like I'm making progress and I feel like I belong here.
Yeah, Tina, tell me about the agreement you have with your customers. What can they expect when they join?
So when you join, I have an agreement, and that's what I call it, an agreement, so that you can, if you decide for any reason that you want to get out of the agreement, just let me know. I don't really believe in holding people hostage. So if you're not happy or something happens in your life that you need to be out, not going to the gym anymore, just let me know.
All right, so tell me, where can our folks here locally find you and your website, and are you on social media as well?
I'm definitely on social media. I'm all over Facebook, and so a lot of people have probably seen it on Facebook, and also I have a website, yardtimegym.com, and you can find me on Facebook at Yard Time.
All right, and Patrick, where are we located here?
We are right across the street from Highest Praise on Red Bug Road in Charlotte, North Carolina.
All right, well, thanks so much for letting us stop by and check out Yard Time. We're excited that y'all are here.
Thank you.
Thank you.
ATMC Security is changing the way you connect with your home, making it safer, smarter, and more efficient. Now you can manage your home wherever you are with a single app. Lights, locks, thermostats, 24-hour security monitoring, and more, which means you always come back to a safe, comfortable home. Monitoring services start as low as $17.95 per month. Make your home a smart home with ATMC Security.
It began as an idea that sparked a dream that you turned into reality. Now, you need a business partner that not only shares your dream, they make it better. That's why smart business owners choose ATMC Business Solutions. ATMC offers flexible and customizable IT solutions, including managed networks, managed firewalls, and data backup. Whether you want us to be your complete IT team or just supplement your existing staff, we can help. Call us today.
The SoundHouse is a new venue here in Charlotte, promoting local singers, songwriters, and performing artists. I spoke with Tina Smith, owner of the SoundHouse, to find out more. Tina, thanks so much for letting us come and check out the SoundHouse. I'm so excited to be here. Y'all have just opened up fairly recently, so tell me about what your mission is here.
Well, our mission here, first and foremost, is to provide a place for artists, musicians, writers, anybody who's creating something to have a place to come and share their work, meet other people who are doing the same.
Because you're a singer-songwriter.
Yes.
And tell me kind of where you came from and how you got involved with music.
I've been on a stage since I was 4 years old. My family had a gospel group and we all played instruments and sang, and so it was just pretty much required in my house that you get on the stage and do it. So that's how I came to know music, around about the same time I was learning to read, write, and speak.
Yeah, I understand you are a Brunswick County native. How long have you been here?
I was born in Wilmington because, you know, there wasn't a hospital here, but I've been here all my life except for when I was traveling. I left when I graduated high school and went on the road with a few bands for about 10 years.
Okay, and you've performed locally as well.
Yes.
Yes, so you were at the Oyster Festival this fall. Some of our ATMC TV viewers may recognize you. You were on Being Brunswick on the bus tour, singing with our other Oyster Festival acts, and so that was a lot of fun to have you on ATMC TV. So now you have started the SoundHouse and shared your love of music with the community.
Yes.
So tell me kind of what you offer here.
Well, we have something on this stage 5 nights a week, Wednesday through Sunday. Wednesday nights we have a writer's open mic, and that's arguably my favorite night of the week. We have writers come from all over the place, from Wilmington, Conway. I've had people call from Florence to say, hey, we're coming down, are you doing it? And we usually have a great crowd of people spectating too. So. Yeah,
and that's open mic, so you have no idea what you could see on open mic night.
Yeah, no, I have no idea who's going to show up. I have no idea how the show's going to go. And I just actually recently thought about it. I'm producing a show on my feet, basically, because I just get the list when people come in, and then I have to think, okay, who's going to be the best opener? Who's, you know, where can I fit this person here? Because I do try to make it a production, you know, from beginning to end, but it's super interesting because we might have someone come in with a guitar and, you know, who's a singer-songwriter, and then we have someone come in with a hand pan, which is a type of steel drum, and that's a totally different vibe, and it changes where the night goes. So it's a really interesting night to be here.
Yeah, what else do you have, like, on the weekends?
On the weekends, we have different acts. We book local bands in here a lot. We're trying to support the local music scene and the local art scene in general. I'm really wanting to get some artists work in here too, as well. And then we also are doing national and regional acts. We're doing some ticketed shows with people that are on tour who are passing through. And I actually had one band contact me and say, we heard about the venue because it sounds so good, you know. And so they asked if they could stop in and do a show while they were on tour.
And Sunday nights, you have jazz?
Jazz. We've been doing a jazz series for about 2.5 months now. Every Sunday we have different jazz acts, and I can't go on enough about the quality of players that we have in here on Sunday. A lot of the guys have been playing jazz professionally for, you know, many, many years. Some of them are from Coastal Carolina University. We have some of their even teaching fellows coming here and, you know, playing jazz. And we also have Bickley Bridge, which is an excellent jazz rock band. They're here periodically.
Yeah, so there's a wide variety of acts that you have coming in here. There isn't just one particular style that, you know, you expect, you know, oh, they just do this one style. There's something for everybody here.
Yes, absolutely.
And you also have a bar, and you offer beer, wine, and also non-alcoholic drinks.
Yes.
So that you do have that here, but it's mainly a music venue.
Absolutely. That's one of the things that I was adamant about in the beginning, just trying to make sure that people understand that it's not a bar. We do have a bar in here. We serve beer and wine, as you said, and the other non-alcoholic things, but it's a concession, you know, for somebody to get something while they're watching the show. The main focus of the room is the stage, and we want the main focus of every night to be the artist that's on the stage sharing their heart and what they do with the audience.
Yeah, and Do you perform here as well?
I do, occasionally when I can.
Okay. How has the community responded to the SoundHouse being here?
We've had wonderful support from the community. There's just been so many organizations. The Brunswick Arts Council, I worked with them pretty closely on my last, when I was recording my last album, and they've supported me here so much. And even just the community at large, people have come. And you know, in the beginning when I first opened up, people would come and do things like put a large tip in the tip jar, you know, just out of, and sometimes they would say nothing, sometimes they would say something like, you know, in appreciation of what you're doing here or what you're trying to do here. So I see that there's an awareness in the community that we do need something to foster the arts, you know, in our community, or to acknowledge them even, because there is a long history of music, especially in Brunswick County.
Tina, I'm sure you have so many unique acts come and perform here at the SoundHouse. Are there any that have really stood out to you and just surprised you, and you had no idea that there was that kind of talent right here in Brunswick County?
Yes, there's a couple. Well, when you say that, there's a couple of bands that pop up into my mind. One in particular, the Christine Martinez Band. I booked them without having ever seen them perform, just on the word of a friend who I trusted. And they came in here and laid down a show. I mean, a straight up show from beginning to end. I love their show so much, I've been telling my other bands, you know, if you want to see how I like it done or how it should be done, then come see that band, because they really put on a good show.
What kind of music do they do?
It's rock music. They have a pretty wide variety of stuff that they do. She's a female front singer, so you know, she plays guitar, so a lot of stuff that's good, you know, for female singers.
Oh, that's so cool. I'm sure the community was really going to enjoy having the SoundHouse here. It sounds like they've already embraced it, and I can't wait to see what y'all do right here in Charlotte.
Thank you. We're excited to be here.
Yeah, so Tina, tell our viewers, you know, where they can find you, your location, website, and on social media as well. Okay.
Well, we're located on 17 Bypass, right next to the Senior Center on Express Drive. It's really easy to find if you come to the stoplight at the intersection of 17 and Smith Avenue. It's right there once you go through that intersection on the right. We can be found on the web at www.thesoundhousenc.com. And if you search on any social media, The SoundHouse NC, we will come up.
All right, Tina, thank you so much for letting us come and check y'all out.
Thank you.
There are things we can't understand when we're always waiting. Like a flash, what was there now is gone.
Sound is alive. We come home again to this room where living is where there is room for all of us, every kind, way, and wayfarer.
The truth can only come from inside you or me. The revolution starts within. The revolution starts within. Whoa, whoa.
Giving garden is actually an old premise, but probably more prevalent nowadays, where there's such a focus on income redistribution or income disparities, but also recognizing how many people are food insecure. The responsibility of many folks is that we really should be trying to provide for school children particularly, to make sure that they have enough food to eat. It's also the 25th anniversary of the Southport Oak Island Kiwanis Club, and we wanted to have a signature project to mark that. And Giving Garden was a good way to do it. It's a program that costs a lot up front, but over the next 10 to 15 years, we'll be able to provide a lot of food over the years, or a lot of fresh vegetables organically, and provide it to the various food pantries and those who distribute through churches.
Through Brunswick County, we have over 20 food pantries that are receiving some sort of food assistance, where at one point it was just emergency, and now we're seeing routine. And we're talking about thousands of families. So the Giving Garden is one way that we can provide those nutrient-dense foods to more families in need.
We do over 40 projects a year. And even though we have over 100 members, it takes a lot of money raising to be able to support those programs. Getting a grant from a local corporation like ATMC is really helpful, because it lets us make our funds go farther. We can do more projects, and we can do bigger projects that way.
Stay connected with ATMC TV. Like us on Facebook today. I'm standing here in The Right Gift, one of nearly 50 vendors at Sandalwood shops right here in Leland. I spoke to owner Joan Pacifico to learn more about this exciting new marketplace concept that's arrived in northern Brunswick County. Joan, thanks so much for letting us come stop by Sandalwood shops right here in Leland.
Well, thank you for having us.
Yeah, we're so excited that you're here in Brunswick County, and this is a new concept to the Leland area. Tell me about what you have to offer here.
Yeah, it is a new concept to this side of Leland, and we're thrilled to be here. And there's something for everyone in this kind of a business model or business concept. Right now, we're sitting with about 47 different vendors, and we have everything from home decor to clothing to food. And I think there's something here for everyone at this point. And we're still renting out a few more spaces, so we still have more to come.
Yeah, that's so exciting, and it's a huge space.
Yeah, it is. It is.
Yeah, tell me again, how many vendors do you have currently?
Currently, we're at 47.
Okay, and how long have you been open? I know it's been pretty recently.
We opened, our first day of business was January 5th.
Wow, so it's very new
exactly,
to this year. That's so exciting. Tell me, how did you come up with this concept? Like, what made you want to implement it here in Leland?
Well, you know, it's one of those things. I've been an entrepreneur my whole life, and I've always wanted my own business, and I've had a million business plans, but this is one that finally actually came through to fruition. 30 years of working retail, so I have the experience, and then when I moved down here to North Carolina, I saw this business model in a couple of different areas when I was a sales rep, and I thought, you know, with all my experience that I have, this would be like a no-brainer to offer to the customers. And part of what I'm doing is, like I said, I have 30 years of experience in the retail industry. I actually want to be able to mentor and help some of the vendors that are looking to start their business that was, you know, almost kind of afraid to, and I want to be able to help them and mentor them, you know, through the process, so that we have 47 very successful business owners.
Okay, and it's a very diverse collection of products that your vendors have to offer. So just tell me about what you have here. I'm
sure. I mean, there's a nice mix of people that are actually artisans. So I have there's a lady, Jan Epstein, that does beautiful watercolors and uses a bunch of different mediums to make her artwork. We have an artisan that makes beautiful jewelry. We have artisans that make candles. We have a gentleman that does sketchings on plexiglass or mirrors. So I think there's a nice assortment of different artisans. Karen makes stuff out of local oyster shells. You know, those things where she's using today's nature and beauty and actually creating these beautiful home decor pieces. So we have that, and then I have a handful of vendors that actually buy at a wholesale level. So those are the vendors that are buying from national brands. And they're in here and they pull their shop together by theme. You know, sometimes they might have like all jewelry, or they might have a clothing boutique or a handbag boutique. So it's just their way of bringing that into this area.
Yeah, so we have local products, handmade things from right here in Brunswick County, but you also have expanded it to offer nationally known brands and things that you otherwise would have to travel to Wilmington or elsewhere for, or right here in Leland.
Absolutely.
Yeah, yep. So, I know you mentioned food.
Yeah, we actually have one lady in the back that offers, it's all like jarred jellies and spices, and she has some aioli mixes and whatnot. And there's a great dip that she's probably sold out of 3 different times. It's a bacon pepper jam, I think is the name of it. And it's funny because every time that she samples it, she sells out of it.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's so exciting. So when are you open?
We are open 7 days a week. We are open Monday through Saturday from 10 to 6. And then on Sundays, we open from 12 to 5.
Wow. So let's go ahead and speak to a couple of your vendors. I know they have a few great things to say about their businesses and about Sandalwood shops.
Absolutely. Thank you.
My business is Functional Serenity, and I sell distinctive costume jewelry. I've had my business for about 12 years. I like to try to get a combination of things that are handmade, and I travel around a lot, so I try when I'm traveling to find pieces to bring back. So some of them are handmade, some of them are manufactured pieces from going to market and that, but I just try to find a variety, and it's really important to me to find affordable jewelry. Jewelry is just such a fun way and affordable way to express your style and character, so I love being able to bring that to the ladies in town. Pieces that I've carried for a long time I'm actually wearing, it's called the J line, and J Jewelry, he's from Greensboro, North Carolina, and he actually uses all his pieces of recycled aluminum, and they're so light, you don't even know you have them on. So they're kind of fun, and they're bendable, and so we have that, and then this is actually a new line of mine. It's Jackie Gallagher, and she again hand makes the pieces with the crystal and leather, and she can make them to size, and especially for being handmade, I think the price point's very good. That's really important to me, that women feel like they're getting quality for a reasonable price. We're so excited that Joan decided to open this location in Leland. It's a great growing community here, but we really need a lot more businesses. There's really not shopping here, so we're thrilled when she decided to open Sandalwood shops here.
The name of the business is the Gift Shop 2, and the reason I named it that is I also have another gift shop just right down the way from here. My husband and I have an independent pharmacy and gift shop with that, so that's how the name came about. And I offer, he says girly things, but I do clothing, handbags, some jewelry, some homewares, things like that. Joan, the owner of Sandalwood Shops, used to be one of my reps, and so she and I had developed a relationship, and she told me that she was putting this together, and I was like, well, I've got to be part of it. I've had very good feedback. Several of my friends and people that work at my other gift shop have come up here, and they are excited about the opportunity of Sandalwood Shops. They think it's great for Leland because we're growing so fast, and we needed that place. And it's beautiful. You come in, you walk around, and it gives you a very good, relaxing feeling. Plus, you're able to do a lot of shopping without having to cross the bridge.
Joan, what's the response been from the community that you're here?
The response has been fantastic. We couldn't be happier, and I believe that the whole community couldn't be happier either. I've had a lot of people that have walked in, and they're very happy with the layout as far as it being open and inviting. And then they're also very just thrilled to be able to support their local vendors as well as people within the community here in Leland.
Yeah, and it's great that there is another shopping choice here in Leland. It's such a growing area, and we're excited to have you here in Northern Brunswick County.
Oh, fantastic. We're happy to be here.
Yeah, where are you located? And just tell us all of your website and social media, things like that.
Sure. We are actually located here in the Harrington Square. It is the shopping center of the Harrington Village Apartment Complex off of Village Road. The location is 2171 Britton Road. The phone number is area code 910-408-1800. Or you can follow us on Facebook, Twitter, Pinterest, or Instagram. We're on all 4 of them.
Well, everybody can search you up and come check you out right here on Village Road in Old Leland, which now is seeing a lot of new development. This is a whole new complex here, and we're so excited that you're here serving us in Northern Brunswick County.
Well, thank you, and thank you for having us.
And that'll do it for this month's show. If you have a question or suggestion for us on Brunswick Biz, give us a call at 755-1770 or visit atmctv.com. I'm Nathan Evers, reminding you to shop local, and we'll see you next time on Brunswick Biz, connecting Brunswick County one business at a time.
It begins with a click. And just like that, you were immersed in a world of wonder, education, entertainment, information. Connect with family and friends from around the block or around the world. So when it's time to connect, ATMC will be there to make it happen. Now offering speeds up to 1 gig. Because at ATMC, it's all about you.
Do you have Wi-Fi dead zones in your home? If you have a fast internet package, your wireless router is most likely the bottleneck because it can't handle all the new devices in your home. We now have a solution to enhance your internet experience. ATMC Premium Wi-Fi improves performance and coverage issues in any size home. For only $7.95 a month, you'll get Wi-Fi service plus management and maintenance you can rely on. So transform your Wi-Fi dead zones into total home Wi-Fi coverage with ATMC Premium Wi-Fi. This is ATMC TV, your community channel.